Senator McLachlan.
Thank you, President. My question is to the Minister representing the Prime Minister, Senator Wong. The devastating South Australian algal bloom now covers 4,500 square kilometres across the coastline and the Great Australian Bight. International scientist and director of the US National Office for Harmful Algal Blooms, Dr. Donald Anderson, has labelled this bloom as one of the worst recorded algal blooms in the world. 18 months ago, scientists called for the federal government to monitor the bloom. 5 months ago, scientists and local businesses called for support when marine life washed up dead on our beaches. Minister, when did the South Australian government first officially raise the issue of the algal bloom with the federal government?
Thank you, Senator McLachlan. Minister Wong.
Thank you, President, and thank you to Senator McLachlan for this question. And he might recall that I made a contribution to the Senate in the last sitting week in some detail on the developments regarding the algal bloom in my home state of South Australia. In relation to the first date for government, I will take that. I will see whether I can provide further information to you. I can say to you that I certainly reached out to the Deputy Premier and Minister for the Environment in early July in relation to this issue. Obviously, I'm sure you, Senator, all South Australians have been very deeply distressed by the loss of marine life, by the state of our coastline and by the ecological the dreadful ecological event that we have seen. I understand that Mr Watt and the Prime Minister have met with a delegation of mayors and local industry members, I believe today, I'm just checking, which a number of senators, South Australian senators and MPs were in attendance to understand that there was an update from the ministers in relation to the government's response to the bloom. I know that Minister Watt went to South Australia, I think it was on the 21st of July, announced some funding. The Prime Minister also visited on the 20th of August to announce further federal support and to inspect the bloom. Now, obviously, this is an event which, as the Deputy Premier has explained publicly, is not unknown in terms of natural causes. But you'd have to say, given what many scientists are saying, the contribution of climate change to this dreadful event is self-evident.
Senator McLachlan, first supplementary.
Thank you, President. The South Australian algal bloom is causing great harm. Fisher Paul Germain hasn't caught a fish, and Steve Bowley has not sold an oyster for more than 100 days. Stansbury publican Rob Rankin's revenues are down, and Christie's beach surfer Zoe Brooks has said surfers are getting sick. Minister, noting that there has been a delegation of local government officials, as you've mentioned in your answer, has visited the Prime Minister today, when will the Prime Minister provide the level of support that they have requested?
Thank you, Senator McLachlan. Minister Wong.
Senator, if I can first, I understand from Senator Watt that he first engaged with Deputy Premier Close in late May or early June, and I'm advised that there has been regular contact since then between the South Australian Minister and the Federal Minister and also the Prime Minister and the Premier. So that's in relation to your first question. In relation to industry support, obviously, part of the $14 million was contributed to a package which included industry support. Like you, Senator, I know personally small businesses and coastal communities who have been very economically affected by the state of our coastline and by the scale of marine life lost. Will continue to be engaged with the South Australian Government about this, and we hope that we can see this resolve.
Thank you, Minister. The time for answering has expired. Senator McLachlan, second supplementary.
Thank you, President. Last week, the Prime Minister visited South Australia and committed an additional $6.25 million in immediate support for South Australians in need. Millions have been appropriately provided to support Whyalla, another coastal town, for its challenges. Why isn't the same level of support being afforded South Australian, in particular our coastal communities?
Thank you, Senator McLachlan. Minister Wong.
Senator, as a South Australian, you would know, I think they're very, that we have provided assistance and will continue to engage with the South Australian Government about what is required. In relation to Whyalla, that is a very important part of the state economy, and you would know, Senator, that successive governments in relation to that steel facility have recognised the importance to the state and to the domestic state and national economy, and also the struggles that many in the steel sector face, or the iron sector face at this time, given global circumstances. So we make no apology for seeking to invest.
Order.
Well, I'm surprised that a South Australian senator is complaining about investment in Whyalla. I am very surprised that a South Australian senator, not you, Senator, Senator Ruston, complaining about investment in South Australia.
Order. Order. Senator Ruston.